Uh, I hope so. Sound is okay. I think so. I'm 9 Alpha 3 Hotel Papa, your friendly Radio Elmer. Let's talk about stealth antenna, because that is for many people problematic. Either you have a homeowner association, HOA, act, and car and with sticky nose in everything, or you have neighbors from the hell like me. I must hide my antenna, because if I say that it's a radio antenna, it will be occur like interference on the TV, VCR, washing machine, even toaster. I don't know who use toaster today, but people have imagination when try to blame amateur radio operator for something. So from my experience, I know that it's better not to show to neighbors that you have antenna, because they have various idea how to say you are blamed for this. Nope. On the 2 meter it's very easy make stealthy antenna. For example, flower pot antenna. It's a T2LT antenna actually, but it's a flower pot because it looks like some flower pot and some plant. Nobody knows that's antenna. I made one, and it's very big. It's 7/8 wave for the 2 meter band, so it's not easy to make it to be flower pot. How plant can be such big? But it worked well. My 2 watt, it's worked well on the repeater who are 50-60 miles away from me. I can open with just 2 watt. How I got 7/8 wave? I've got, it's originally 5/8 wave, but lower portion is 1/4 exactly. 1/4 is a 2/8, and because it's also radiation portion of antenna, it's not some kind of counterpoise and so on. It's radiation, active radiation points, radiation length. So total radiation length is 7/8 wave, and it's pretty big, but it still can be hide very easy. Fun fact, as for example, in United States, the Federal Communication Commission and HOA, Homeowner Association, they go to sue each other, and FCC win. So now you can legally put the satellite dish antenna on your roof, and nobody can say no, you cannot, it's against HOA regulation. Nope, it's a federal law, you can put it. And what will be with HF? On the HF, antennas are much more bigger, so much more bigger antenna need more space. You have attic. Unlike Europe, you can put on the attic a wire antenna, and it will be work perfectly. Much better than in Europe, because we have too much concrete and rebar and any conductive materials, and it soaks signal. It's dumping the signal, and so it's possible, but not work. For example, in my house cannot work at all because I have metal roof and it's grounded by the rule of protection from the electrical strike, and I can't use it, but I have end-feed half wave from very thin wire. It work from one reason. Work because I use a very small power. I never exceed 20 watt, even less. And for me, thin wire is a solution against my neighbors with sticky nose. But in case that you cannot do it, you can do something else. You can make, for example, I have a video on my channel about this. You can make slot for the HF. Yes, it's possible, and you have a few construction you can find on the internet. If you search HF slot, put in the search engine, and you will be found a few schematics. You have resonance slot, I recommend it, and you have not resonance slot, but you need in the base of antenna you need tuner, automatic tuner or a remote tuner. Anyway, you cannot cannot put the coaxial cable and the tuner in your shack. No, it's not work. And any possible solution is tuner in same tuner in antenna, and then work, or resonant slot. But resonant slot is a single band antenna. It can't work on many band. End-feed antenna, it can work too, but don't expect to work 5 or more bands. Nope. It will be work on one fundamental band, and maybe in the second harmonic too. For example, you can make it for 7 megahertz for 40 meter. It will be work on 15 because third harmonic is 21 megahertz, and that's work. But this type antenna, multi-resonant antenna, is in the first place they invented for CW work, and CW work is on the 3.5 megahertz, and you can got 7, 14, 21, 28, and it work. But if you're going to work on the SSB portion of, for example, 3.6, it's not extreme, but on the 7 you will be have a resonant antenna on 7.2. On next on 14 it will be resonant on 14.4, and so on and so on, and little by little you will be out of the band. So it multi-resonant antenna is okay if you work on CW portion, okay, but if you use SSB portion of the band exclusively, you will be go to from first fundamental band it will be work, second it will be work, third maybe, but then no, you will be too far away from from the band. You can totally be out of the band and it's not work. It can work by the force, but it's not issue to make it to work by the force. Antenna must work naturally resonant on this frequency, and you can make mini antenna. You can make slot antenna using old TV satellite dish antenna. You just make a slot in the reflector and this will be antenna, and nobody knows that this is antenna and you can transmit on this. It will be a regular TV antenna for satellite TV, and it works. In Europe we have no too much problem with homeowner association. We have more problem with neighbors who are not enough literate. Illiterate people think that everything blame is from amateur radio, that we make only interference from everything. So sometimes it can help technical aspects. You can be good with your neighbor and even add some filters on the antenna connector on TV, not on your radio. Your radio is work perfect, but TV or stereo line, and they catch signal, unwanted signal. In US it's different. If you have a license and everything is in order by the law, neighbors have no right to blame you. But in Europe, public broadcasting have a priority, and if someone cannot watch TV or listen radio, broadcast radio, because amateur radio operator are in the neighborhood and make the interference, not because the ham radio gear not good and wrong and something, no, because that this TV or radio are mostly very cheap consumers technology, without properly shielding, without filter in antenna side, and there's many flawed, because it will be very expensive TV if you put all this, if you shield properly, if you put the filters and so others. It will be very expensive game, so they just skip it. They don't need this, usually don't need. But if you transmit on the CB or the amateur radio frequency, it will be noticed on neighbors TV. If you can with normal dialogue with your neighbors, explain that everything can be solved very simple, and then you must just add the filter on antenna systems. Sometimes an antenna systems on your neighbor is not correctly installed. It's not properly installed, and it's also its reason why TV is not selective and also catch your signals. I have this that one neighbor 200 meters far away from me catch my signal. My 10 watt he catch on the TV and see every time. And I will resolve this, that I put the filter, simple 1/4 stub open on 145 megahertz resonant. It's something 34 decibels, I think so, but it's enough to filter amateur radio signal cannot go to the TV and cannot overload TV electronics. Sometimes there is no way to on this peaceful solution, and you must hide your antenna. So you can make it antenna from something what do not look like antenna, like cube slot antenna, look like some decoration. Also flower pot antenna is look like also sound like decoration too. No one illiterate can say that's antenna, no. So you must make unusual antenna that don't look like usual antenna and work. So nfeed is one of these, and you can, some people use a rain gutter to transmit on the HF. Yes, it works. Everything can be antenna, everything conductive. It can be antenna if you have a good antenna match unit, but inside the antenna installation, so-called antenna installation, is not antenna, it's just conductive metal. It can be fence, metal fence, but you will be have very big loose because you have poles that are metal, and in the concrete, in the earth. So much more easy is make something like nfeed or making HF slot. It's a small, relatively small antenna, and work on HF. And I recommend that you use the resonance slot. If you don't use resonance slot, you need antenna tuning unit inside antenna, not a few feet cable and then antenna tuning unit. Nope, it not work directly connected, and that work well. If you have some question about how to make slot, how to make any him visible, not invisible, it's visible but it not look like antenna, you can in comment ask me to the comments, and please like and share and subscribe. Buzzing sound what you hear, it's from my laptop, from my computer, because I use the internal microphone, and this internal microphone pick up both cooling fan and this is this buzzing sound what you hear. So I need external microphone to improve quality of the sound. Oh, it will be everything for now. Thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe, share. I see in Channel Matic that many people share, but not too much subscribe. It's free, cost nothing for you, and it means for me many things. It make me reason to continue making video about these thematics. So 73 and good DX, and see you again. This is 9 Alpha 3 Hotel Papa, your friendly Radio Elmer.